Update: my 24th boyfriend, 26, has a long-time female friend who's clearly into him, and I don't know what I should .reddit.com/relationships/comments/melt/my 24th boyfriend 26 has a long-term female //woo.reddit.com/relationships/comments/melt/my 24th boyfriend 26 has a long-term female / After reading the comments, I decided to just bring it up with him without telling him what I want him to do to avoid sounding controlling. I sat him down and told him that some of the stuff that she says really makes me uncomfortable. I told him that I feel like she's undermining our relationship. I gave him a few examples of the stuff she said and done that I didn't appreciate. He still doesn't think she's into him. He's convinced that she's acting this way because he probably feels like they're drifting apart as friends because he's in a serious relationship now, which frustrated me a little too because it's clear to me that she wants him but being subtle about. He said that regardless of her intentions, if her actions are making me uncomfortable, he'll have a talk with her about. I was really happy he said that because I was really nervous and anxious to see how he'll react. I was afraid he'll take her side. He can be a dummy sometimes, so I was worried that he'd bring it up with her in the wrong way, like saying my girlfriend doesn't want us talking anymore and stuff like that, but he nailed it. He told her in a text, "Dude, I noticed some of the stuff you've been saying in front of my girlfriend lately, and I've been wanting to talk to you about it. It's mad disrespectful and uncomfortable. We're cool, but just stop. That's natural." She acted all innocent and confused. She was like, "What? You know I'd never do anything that would upset you. I think you're misunderstanding," and stuff like. He doubled down on it. I could tell he felt somewhat guilty telling her off like that, and I don't know if he's convinced that she's trying to undermine our relationship or not. But I'm so glad that he had my back in this. I'm honestly kind of glad this whole thing happened. It gave me a better idea of what kind of man he really is. He even said he'll stop hanging out with her alone if it makes me feel uncomfortable. He was also low-key mad at me for waiting this long to tell him I was uncomfortable around her. Safe to say that the best possible outcome happened. He really put her in her place, and no, it made me feel real good. All I could think of was I won more. Thanks to everyone for encouraging me to tell him, because even though I knew that is what I should have done, I was still scared to do it for some reason. I even thought about potentially just avoiding her for good, which sounds ridiculous now that I think about it, because I shouldn't have to hide from her. I guess I am just good at confrontations. Thanks for the helpful advice, everyone. Too wrong, don't read. I told my boyfriend that his friend's actions were making me uncomfortable because she's clearly into him and she's undermining our relationship. He let her know that she's to stop and totally had my back during the whole thing. All in all, everything turned out pretty great. So thanks to each one for the great act. This sounds like a man who is prioritizing your feelings and your relationship. Quality boyfriend material. I was dating a guy with a nightmare best friend. I thought she was into him, but I think she was just in the girlfriend space for so long because he'd been single so long that she was having a hard time adjusting to a new person in his life. He also had horrible boundaries. We ended up fighting pretty bad, and I said some mean things that were personal and went beyond what she did. She took the high road and apologized, which shocked. I'd never had someone admit they'd done wrong before. I apologized as well, and we actually got close after. Maybe it's a similar situation for you and will end up better in the long run, I hope. Either way, that is good that your partner has your back. Regardless of her intentions or feelings, it's her behavior that is out of line. This reminds me so much of that TikTok user who has the chill Joseph.